So today I'm going to tell you how you have to prepare for your cycle test. Okay, children? So you would have received all your materials yesterday. So this mind map is given for you just to know, okay, because we cannot give you the mind map as a test, just to know the types of soil in a quicker way. That is why mind maps are used. So you have to learn all the answer the following. What is a plateau? What do you understand by the term humus? Okay, what is leaching? What are shelter belts? How is terrace cultivation beneficial? State the factors responsible for soil erosion. All 6 questions are there. You have to learn the answers. Learn and write and practice. Then when you see answer in detail for this lesson, you have the distinguish between mountain and arid soil. Children, a few of you have the habit of writing the differentiation as paragraph. So you have to write the differentiation as like differentiation, like how I have given in your material using the tabular column, not like a paragraph. Fine. So distinguish, you have to write like this. How is it given here? And explain rooftop rainwater harvesting. Another question. Next one, what are the causes of water scarcity? Fourth question is explain in brief the factors affecting soil formation. So neatly you have to write all the answers with the side headings. Wherever the side headings are given, you have to write it. Okay, when you take the map work, you have the map also this time. So this map is given for you to learn. You need not practice this time types of soil, just for you to understand in all over India where are the types of soil. Based on this map, you will be getting questions in the Google form. So you need not practice this map for cycle test. Please listen carefully when I give instruction. Okay. So this map types of soil you need not practice. Okay. Next one. Major physiographic divisions you have to practice. So all these are this is the exact map. You have to practice like this, but you can use your different colors. Okay, you can use why it is given in brown color, because it's a mountainous region, northern mountains. Second one, why it is given in green color, because it's a plain region where a lot of agriculture is done. Okay, desert region, usually in the map they used to give the yellow color for the desert regions. That is why third, number 3, desert region is given in yellow color. And plateau region, you can use any color. Here it is given somewhat kind of an orange. And coastal areas, black color is given. Islands also are there. So all these you have to practice. Okay, this map you have to practice. Major physiographic divisions. Understood? This is the exact map and the exact way you have to draw the line and practice. So this another map is given for you. That is why it is given for the different colors. Okay, you can use even the different colors to show that only another map is also shown to you. But this is the exact map. You have to practice like this. Understood, children? So this lesson you have to learn like this. Next one. Okay, rural life and society. What is it? Another lesson, rural life and society. I said this lesson is an objective lesson. So you have to learn, choose the correct answer. Okay. Then true or false, you have to learn. Fill in the blanks, you have to learn. Captions, you have to learn. It's an objective lesson. Captions are not given in the book back exercise. Okay, if you search also, it will not be there. So captions you have to learn. Mind map just for understanding. You need not learn the mind map. Here, on a map of India, mark the areas under different land settlements brought about by the British. Okay. So this map you need not practice. Only that physiographic divisions I told you to practice, that alone practice. Based on this map, you will be getting questions in the Google form. So you need not practice this map for cycle test. Is it clear? So all these maps you need not practice, just for you to understand the lesson. Next lesson, the establishment of the British power in India. Okay, fine children. So you have to learn, choose the correct answer. You have to learn true or false. You have to learn fill in the blanks. Okay. Then question answers in 1 or 2 sentences, short answers you have to learn. When and how was the EIC monopoly over India trade established? And you have the second question. Totally there are 5 questions. Then answer in detail you have to learn. And this lesson also has captions. You have to learn the captions. Okay, you have to learn the captions. Timeline chart, leave it, you need not practice now. Okay, I will teach you how to do the timeline chart. So you need not practice for your cycle test. All these are given in your material. That's why I'm explaining you the material first. Okay, so you need not practice the timeline chart now. Mind map just for the understanding. And here this is an important map. Okay, this is an important map. So you can see the places here: Delhi, Buxar, Plaze, Calcutta, and the other side you can see, left side you can see Bombay. Down you have Carnatic. Okay, Carnatic. So Carnatic, Bombay, Plaze, Calcutta, Buxar, Delhi. All these 6 places you have to practice. So one map is physiographic division, another map is this map. Out of these 2 maps, you will be getting any one map. Okay, you will be getting any one map. So you have to practice these 2 maps. Understood? Physiographic divisions and this map. Here in this map, the places will be given there. So those places you have to mark like this. Like you can see Delhi, how is it marked? Buxar, Plaze, Calcutta, Bombay, and Carnatic. And children, before your exam, now itself I'm telling you, please keep the map ready. Okay, you have to keep your map ready. For the physiographic division, you have to use the outline map. Okay, physiographic division, you have to use the outline map. For this map, you have to use this political map, how the states are divided. This is also called state map. So one is plain map, outline map. Another one is political map or states map it is. So these 2 maps you have to have for your exam because you don't know which map is going to come for the exam. Understood? So you have to practice it. In case if you all are not able to get the maps in the shop. Understood? In case if you don't get any map in the shop, don't be tensed. Trace out the map. You know very well how to trace it out. So in your book you have the India maps. So take that. Okay, in A4 sheet or some other paper, you can just trace it out and keep. Fine, children. In case if you don't get these maps at the shop, in the shop if you don't get, you can trace it out and keep. So I have given you all the instruction how to prepare for your cycle test. Yes? Okay, there are 7 more minutes left out. So just this lesson we will revise. The sea route to India was opened up by Vasco da Gama. The sea route to India was opened up by Vasco da Gama. When I give revision, if you learn along with me, you need not sit and learn separately. You need not spend extra time. Second question. Queen Elizabeth granted a royal charter to the English East India Company in dash 1600 CE. Queen Elizabeth granted a royal charter to the English East India Company in 1600 CE. Next one. The English East India Company was given the right to carry out duty-free trade by the Mughal Emperor in 1717 CE. 1717 CE. Which Mughal ruler granted the Diwani of Bengal to the English East India Company? Which Mughal ruler granted the Diwani of Bengal to the English East India Company? Shah Alam II. Okay, Shah Alam II. Next one. Sindh was annexed by the British in the year 1843. Sindh was annexed by the British in the year 1843. True or false? The Portuguese lost their influence in India by the 18th century CE. True. The Portuguese lost their influence in India by the 18th century CE. True. The first British factory to come up in Bengal was in 1641 along the banks of the river Bhagirathi. False. Along the banks of the river Bhagirathi. False. The EEIC sent Warren Hastings from Madras to recover Calcutta from the Nawab of Bengal. So what is the answer? False. Next question. Robert Clive was made the governor of Bengal for the second time in May 1765. True. Robert Clive was made the governor of Bengal for the second time in May 1765. True. According to the policy of doctrine of lapse, when the ruler of a subsidiary state died without a natural male heir, his state would be taken over by the British. True. Okay, so true or false over. Fill in the blanks. In 2 decades after 1615, the company had succeeded in establishing factories at Surat, Bhuj, Ahmedabad, Agra, Masulipatam, and Madras. Okay, Surat, Bhuj, Ahmedabad, Agra, Masulipatam, and Madras. Next one, the commander-in-chief of Siraj-ud-Dowlah's forces during the Battle of Plassey was Robert Clive. Okay, after the Battle of Buxar, the EEIC began appointing dash in various Indian states. Residents. Sindh was annexed in dash CE, 1843 CE, because the British feared that dash could attack their independent empire from the west. Russia could attack. Next one. Indians could not go above the rank of a Subedar in the British Army in India. So answer the questions and all you have to learn. Answer the following questions in 1 or 2 sentences. When and how was the EEIC monopoly over India trade established? In December 1600, the company received a royal charter from Queen Elizabeth which granted the company the monopoly of Eastern trade. Which granted the company the monopoly of Eastern trade. Next question. What did the Diwani of Bengal, Bihar and Orissa mean to the EEIC? The Diwani of Bengal, Bihar and Orissa gave the EEIC the right to collect revenue from this rich region. The Diwani of Bengal, Bihar and Orissa gave the EEIC the right to collect revenue from this rich region. Okay, children, who was a resident? Third question. Who was a resident? A political agent of the British who was employed to further British interest in India by interfering with the political and administrative matters of the states they were placed in is called a resident. So, a political agent of the British who was employed to further British interest in India by interfering with the political and administrative matters of the states they were placed in is called a resident. Okay, children, the other questions you have to learn. If you have any doubt, you can clarify it in the next class.